18, single, with a boat, that'd be the last thing I would sell.
Ford F100 World Podcast. Ford Trucks 24/7. A builder support community on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and podcast. Want to know more? Join, follow, like, and share. No commercials. Just Fords. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of F100 World Podcast. This one's kind of fun, you guys. It's more of a ride-along, I guess, along with it. We literally ride with him in his truck, and we run some errands for the shop. And while we're doing that, I asked him questions, questions I've always wanted to know, like, how is it working with Aaron Kaufman? Things like that. We hang out at his shops at his house and look at some of the trucks that you know and some of the other stuff that he has that you may not know, as well as his main shop where there are a few trucks in there, like his son's, the one that he drove all the way to Tennessee. It's a pretty good podcast. I really enjoyed it because you kind of got to experience Casey Matthews a little bit different, a little bit less business, maybe a little more personal, if you will. And I thought it was really fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And thank you guys for checking out the podcast. Check out Casey Matthews if you haven't already, Casey's Paint Shop. We appreciate you. Hope you guys like the episode. Up next, or a couple possibility of episodes that are coming up next, and not necessarily this order. An interview or two with Casey's son, Luke. He's got a truck and a Mustang. I might throw that up as something kind of like a bonus, maybe, and as well as the Grand Nationals podcast. If you guys want to check out the video of the audio that you're listening to, head to our YouTube channel, Ford F100 World. Also, stick around too. We will be putting something up with Kinser. Hope you guys enjoy it. See ya. All right, guys, we are going to go on a little parts run, I guess, in this truck, and I'm going to ask Casey a bunch of questions and see what kind of answers I get. We're doing basically a YouTube video / podcast, so that's where you guys can find it. Enjoy. Nice truck.
It's Luke's old truck.
I was about to ask that if that was Luke's old truck. I talked to him about his Mustang.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to get a new Mustang, and I told him he couldn't trade in the truck I bought him.
Yeah.
So I gave him money for a down payment on the Mustang.
Oh, wow.
Now he has a car.
He'll learn, dude. He'll learn.
Yeah, this one was paid for, but whatever.
Whatever works. So what are we doing?
I need to run to ABF Fabrication to drop off a chase light for the roll cage you're building for us.
How's the boutique doing?
It's good.
Yeah? Your wife enjoying it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's doing good with that one.
Yeah, where's that at? Around here? Or?
Yeah, we're actually going to pass right by.
How's the Express Lube doing?
Good. Luke's kind of helping run that right now. Him and the girl that works there named Naomi, they're both kind of managing it for us.
Yeah. He says he wants to take over the family business someday, but he wants to earn it.
He's going to earn it.
That's pretty cool, actually.
He's actually going to pay me for it because he's not getting ain't nothing in life for free. When he wants to take
That's
it
cool.
over.
He's interested, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he knows what it does for us, and then, it'll allow him to have the lifestyle he's going to want when he gets older. So
That's cool. And he graduated today. That's epic.
Mm-hmm.
So how close is you have 2 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
How close is your second to graduate, or even driving?
Should be driving in a couple months.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're old, dude. How old are you?
40. I'll be 42.
Oh, we're the same age.
Yeah, so you're just as old.
How old are you when you had those kids, man?
He'll be 19, and I'm 42, I don't know, 22, 23, something in there.
That's awesome, dude. What's something that, with your kids you want them to enjoy with classics and everything like that?
My daughter really doesn't have much interest in old cars.
Yeah.
So I think she's out. Luke, I don't know, he likes all these vehicles, but I think he's more into the newer stuff. He likes his truck Larkey. He likes it a lot.
Yeah.
But they'll all be his one day, right? So.
Yeah. He says he's going to work on that engine this weekend, so
Hopefully. Not much he can do about it.
Yeah.
We didn't, unless he remembered to order gaskets. He needed to order head gaskets and front cover gaskets. Which I'm
sure he didn't order.
Probably did not.
So, man, I'm sure people have asked this before, but how'd you get your start? What was the time that you grabbed the first first block and started sanding and realized it was something you were passionate about?
I wasn't ever passionate about sanding until more recent years, I
Paint,
guess.
I guess, then?
Yeah,
When did you get a paint gun in your hand?
I don't know. I was probably 12 or so. I'm guessing right
Yeah.
in that area whenever I painted my first car. Or
Wow.
parts.
So your dad got you into it?
Yeah, he still owns his shop.
That's right. I remember you telling me that one time a little bit about it. Where's his shop at?
Crowley, so next town over. Not very far.
Did you grow up around here?
Mm-hmm. I went to Crowley High School. So this is Burleson. Crowley's just a little west of here.
Yeah.
Southwest, whatever. Or northwest.
Dude, the last time I was at your shop, there wasn't a neighborhood across the street. A lot has changed.
Yeah, and that neighborhood popped up fast.
It was like, yeah, I guess it's been 3 years or something, but dang, popped up fast. This whole place is blowing up, I guess, huh?
Got very busy. It's not quite as bad as Austin traffic, but
Getting there.
Traffic's gotten worse. Of course, I don't leave my bubble very often. I mean, my house is 3 miles from the shop.
What's new with your shop, man? Anything cool coming out soon, or anything different, or?
This year we'll actually have some cars finished up. Last year was kind of a dead year for us.
Kind of in the middle of everything.
Yeah, we didn't really finish anything new last year. This year we'll finish probably 3 or 4 of them this year. Which I was telling my wife, I said it'd be kind of nice to actually go to a car show and have something new to show off. For the last few years, it hasn't really.
Right.
Haven't really done a whole lot. At least nothing got finished or pushed out.
That's cool. So business is booming.
This is good.
I like your YouTube, dude. I'm glad you're back on that.
We're getting love and hate on our YouTube right now.
What?
Oh man, there was this little drama. People were all up in arms that I was talking about side-by-side stuff because it's my passion.
That's how you know you're doing it right. That people get all, because the critics will always cry louder than.
Oh yeah, I just asked them to unsubscribe to my channel. They don't
It's like an automotive shop, dude. I mean, it's a hot rod shop. It could be anything.
Yeah, and that's what I said. It's like, it's my shop. I can do what I want.
All right.
If you don't want to watch what we're doing, then
Jeez. People, man, they got nothing better to do than to jump online and start chaos.
pretty much.
So way back when, working in your dad's shop, when did you realize, dude, like that you were like, okay, I'm really into this classic car stuff? Was it one vehicle, like the one you painted when you were 12, or
No, it was. I mean, my dad always had old cars growing up, like old trucks.
Yeah.
Like, he had a '71 F100 that it was a two-tone blue and white.
That's the one you were cloning, kinda, or?
Well, I've got his that I was driving, but when I was young, it was this blue and white one that we drove, and we went everywhere. He took us camping, like Yosemite.
Mm-hmm.
Did a bunch of cool stuff in that truck. Rode in the back of that truck on beanbags up to Massachusetts. Like, it was just
Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Dude, heck yeah. Die like men, I guess.
yeah, that was it. So we did that, and I always loved that truck. And I drove that truck in high school a little bit, and then I think I was kind of the nail in the coffin on that truck. I kind of finished that one off.
Yeah?
It died, and then he got the one that he has now, or the '67 that I'm going to rebuild for him.
Yeah. That's the one you turned into a...
Hi, boy.
Yeah.
There's his door.
Oh, there it is.
She's there, too. I didn't know she was at work.
Cool. So what's your dream vehicle, man? What's like something you'd either buy or build?
My list?
Yeah.
GT40 clone.
Heck yeah, dude. See, mine's like... Yeah, AC Cobra clone.
AC Cobra.
I'd take a I'd take a 40 for sure, but...
What's Eric? I bet he's driving his today when he comes up to shoot our weekly update.
Yeah?
I bet he'll be in his.
Is he coming today?
Yeah, that's what he
sweet.
drives. Have you seen it on the channel?
I've seen it, but I guess I never really made the connection it was his.
Yeah, it's his. I bet he's driving it today. Have him take you for a ride in school.
Oh, that'd
Really
be epic,
cool.
dude. That'd be epic. Speaking of that, what's up with what's the story with all your trucks, all your Ford trucks?
The 48. It still runs. There's nothing wrong with it.
You said there was a leak?
Yeah, the gas tank. It's just stress cracked. It's stress cracked twice on us.
Yeah.
And it's in the same spot. Like, at first it was at the bottom, and it's kind of worked its way up the seam. We fixed it and braced it, but then it started cracking. I think that weld from the factory, like when we bought it, I don't think the weld was ever very good.
Okay.
Because it's not like it's cracking everywhere. It's just on that one seam.
Probably has something to do where it's bolted, kind of thing. Putting some stress on it. Maybe.
I mean, it's bolted in, so it's a factory replacement for like a 67, 72 C10.
Right.
And that's how it's bolted in, just like the C10. We didn't modify the brackets or anything.
So it should be fine. Then.
It should be fine. I mean, it's meant to be mounted the way it is, and so whatever.
What about the green truck?
It's still down. The motor, I had it built, so I broke the crank in it, had it built, broke the crank in it again, had it built, put
Story
it
of
in.
your life there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's had like this weird, like off idle, right at idle vibration. Like it's almost like
Since you replaced the last crank?
Since we put the new motor in it again.
Okay.
And they assembled it, timed it. All I did was put the supercharger on it, valve covers, oil pan, and put it in. It had the vibration. We thought it was wiring. I thought it was like, man, it's got to be just not hitting right or something.
Right.
So pulled the harness off of it. We checked all the connectors. Everything was connected. Pulled the harness off, ohmed everything, made sure all the connectors had good connections and the pins weren't pushed back or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was fine. So we found a problem with the supercharger, had it rebuilt. That wasn't the vibration. Thought it could have been the new crank support. So it's this company out of Australia makes a crank support for the Coyotes with the Whipples and the 10 rib, so that it's double shear instead of single. It doesn't pull it off like it have been doing. Thought it might have been that. Maybe that was holding some kind of weird balance or vibration on the front end of the motor. Took it off, didn't change it. So then I sent the injectors to Injector Dynamics and had them rebuilt. That wasn't the problem, but like the third set of plugs chasing the issue wasn't it. Put new coils on it, still wasn't it. So I just got angry and drove it home a year and a half ago or whatever, parked it in the garage.
You got other things to do.
I got other cars to drive, and I'm just over it.
Yeah.
The engine shop said if I pull it, I called them and said, hey, I've exhausted my options here. I don't really know what else I can do to chase this issue down. I said, I'm really kind of feeling like it's something internal in the motor. You know, the new crank wasn't balanced or something.
Right. You said it was billet, right?
Yeah, billet crank. And he said if I ship it back, ship it back with supercharger on it and everything fully dressed, and then they'll put it on their engine stand and run it and see if they can figure out the issue. Then they pull it apart. If it's something they did, they'll take care of it. Otherwise, I would just pay for, like, if something just happened to be bad or whatever,
right.
You know, I'll cover it. So I said, okay. And then I sat there, the day I talked to him, I was sitting there looking at the truck, and I was just like, don't have the...
Take that engine out, put it on a crate,
well, every time
send it out there.
You got to take the whole the way everything's so tight built in there.
Yeah.
I got to pull the entire front clip off because the motor trains have to come out together, and I'm just
over it.
So it's been at the house.
So it's not gonna be a Texoma, huh?
No.
You guys just gonna show up and enjoy the show?
I'm probably just gonna drive this old dog up there.
There you go, man.
My service truck.
That'd be cool.
I think I'm over my service truck.
Yeah. I mean, you drove it 18 hours.
I put a bunch of miles on it.
Tennessee.
It doesn't really excite me anymore. I think I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah. Tell me about the service truck. I've seen it out, you know.
It's a 74. 74 F250. It's an extended cab with a service bed on it. Suspension's all rebuilt. It's got a E350 single wheel rear axle in it.
Wow.
35 spline axles. It's got a True Track in it. True Track with 371 gears in it, I think is what it is.
What engine trans?
Godzilla.
So you put the...
with a 10-speed.
Yeah, so you could have those gears in the rear. That was nice,
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, sell that sucker. And then...
Need some power. I mean, it's got AC, nice stereo. I mean,
Yeah?
there's nothing
How much?
wrong with it.
I don't have the money, man.
I don't know what it'd be worth.
Yeah.
Nothing, nowhere close to what I got in it, I'm sure.
Yeah, well...
That's with everything, though.
Yeah. What's like your favorite part of running a shop, and what's like your least favorite part of running a shop?
Favorite part about running the shop is using some creativity to get everything figured out. Least favorite part of the shop? The time I have to spend in the office.
Yeah.
Ordering parts.
You'd rather be out.
I'd rather be working on them.
It's nice that if you do have a timeline, it's your timeline for when it comes to the creative side of having the shop. That's nice. You're not doing it for somebody else or whatever.
Definitely. The problem is, I don't feel like I ever get to work on anything unless it's mine. So I always feel like I'm tinkering on my own stuff and not working. But
so you're like managing the builds, but not really putting the elbow grease in, huh?
Unfortunately not. I usually build my own stuff.
Really?
Like, all you do is build your own shit. And I'm like, well, the problem is, like, I'll start working on something with the guys, or I'll be doing like a certain, like, say they're working on the front and I'm working on the back in the body shop or something. Well, then I get pulled away and they'll catch up to me. They're like, where were you? And then they'll start doing it. And it's like we're reworking that section.
Yeah.
Because we have the same end goal, but have a different process between all of us. So they'll like sand what I've already sanded, and it always just leads up to like costing more time than it's worth.
You might as well do it then.
Yeah, just have them do it, and then I'll do something else.
That's cool. Side thing here. Am I allowed to mention Gas Monkey? Is there any reason you don't want me to mention? Okay. So speaking of shops, what is like your craziest or best memory at Gas Monkey, or even during the TV show?
That's so hard because that timeline flew by so fast. We did so much.
There's so much. You guys knocked out an episode. I think Richard said every 28 days or something.
That's if it was a double.
Really?
In the very beginning, we had 2 weeks to build a car. Oof. That's with paint on some of them too.
Yeah.
If it was a 2 episode, we had 4 weeks. We had 2 weeks of build, and then as it went on, later after I left, really, they were doing a car a month because their cars were so involved at that point.
Yeah.
There's no way they could be done that fast. So,
but
I don't remember. Man. I mean, I don't know how many cars we did.
Watching you, I always I loved it when you're like, "Can we put a Ford motor in it?" And then you're like, "Oh man, come on!" Like I was always like, "Yes,
do everything.
Come on, man, you can because I actually." I asked him the question when I visited there, and I said, there was this magazine article he had, and I was like, it says you're a Ford nut. What's going on? And he's like, oh, I'm into the early stuff. And I was like, but, putting those LSs in the Fords, So I was always like on board with you because you're always rooting to put, Ford motor in there, God help us, Ford and a Ford, it'd be great. But what's if you find if you can't think of like a build or something, or a crazy memory, what's a good memory, like
the
something
early
wild?
Shows. I mean, when we were in the small shop, was probably my favorite time of doing the whole show.
Yeah.
Once we moved into the new shop, it just the whole dynamic changed, and for me, where it started going down for me was when we did the Firebirds. The red and silver one. That was kind of when it just
actually became work.
It just felt so big. Like everything was so big, and everybody lost. Like it didn't have the vibe.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like we were there building cars anymore. I felt like we were just making TV. Which me, Aaron, and Scott, when we started that whole deal, was just we wanted to build hot rods.
And it was cool that it was TV, but
it was fine. It was TV. But we got to do cool stuff, and then it became. It almost felt more corporate. Like it lost the vibe of like, hey man, we get to build hot rods. It's like I gotta go to work and make television. And I've never.
Well, you're really good on camera, dude.
Well, we were forced to be good.
You guys were a hoot, dude.
Just. I mean, when somebody because they filmed us so much.
Just pure talent, dude. It's fine.
You don't
have to admit it.
Used to it. No, it was not talent.
You rocked those socks the whole time, though, man.
Just made it easy. I mean, you do it day in, day out. I mean, if we were there, the cameras were there. There was no getting away from it.
What was the most fun working with Aaron? What was kind of the cool thing that maybe no one else would ever understand or experience with Aaron Kaufman?
We've just been buddies for so long. We worked really well together.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was just. I mean, we built cars in his parking lot. I mean, in his driveway.
Yeah.
In high school. So I mean, it was just always a hoot building with Aaron.
When I visited him a long time ago, he threw so many ideas at me. He thinks so fast, and he's always piecing things together, always bouncing ideas off people or something. And it was just like
I feel like I
blew my mind, dude.
He's fucking all over the place.
It's amazing, really.
Yeah.
What's he doing? Why is he not in Texas no more?
Man, ever since I've known Aaron, he wanted to live in Colorado.
So he finally finally did
I'm surprised
it.
it took so long for him to go there,
Really?
honestly. I think TV kind of kept him here for longer than he thought he was going to be here, honestly. I honestly
Is that it?
A long time ago.
Yeah. Did he like? I mean, you can't speak for him, but he seemed. I mean, he seemed fine in front of the camera.
He
seemed
likes
like he enjoyed it.
He was kind of like me. It's like you make the best of it.
Yeah.
When you're in front of it, I mean, because you had to be. And I mean, Aaron's not a rude person or whatever. So he could turn on when he needed to.
Yeah.
You know, but ultimately,
Not necessarily a showman like Richard, but he could keep up with it.
Either one of us are really. We could go without it. You know.
I liked your advice you gave me when I went and visited him. Do you remember that? I was like,
what was it?
I was like, hey, I'm gonna go check out Gas Monkey. It's like, do you have any advice? And you're like, don't be offended.
Yeah.
And it made sense because he's not mean.
No, he's not mean.
He's doing
busy.
other things, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it was perfect. It was like the best advice ever. Well, what's in the future for Casey's Paint Shop? I mean, you got any grand plans that may or may not happen? Besides have your son run it? I
don't think he'll ever do the paint shop. He's going to take over.
He'll do the business
center.
side, yeah.
Yeah, but I think the paint shop will die with me.
Yeah.
I don't know what my expectations are out of it forever. I mean,
what's a build you'd like to do then?
I don't know. I know it's going to sound.
What gets your juices going these days? You know.
Right now, side by side.
Hey, don't everybody calm down in the comments now. No.
The thing for me on cars, it's like I've built so many cars that it almost feels like the guy that wakes up every day and goes and he's a financial advisor or a bank. You know, he's done it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like what else do you do? I mean, I'm not saying there's not levels that I could go up on, but I got zero interest in a Riddler.
You're just enjoying the ride right now.
Yeah,
huh?
I don't care about any trophies. I'm not trying to go after some Amber award, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So my days of trying to prove anything to anybody else are done. So once you're to that point, like I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
Like if I build something, it's for me. It's I don't care what anybody thinks. My 48s, I don't know when the last time you saw it, but it's trashed. I mean,
really?
Oh, dude.
What do you mean, like trash? Like you drive it so much the chips from the road? Yeah.
The front looks like it's covered in mud, but it's just rock chips. I mean, it's blasted.
Did you do a video on that, or you focused in on that? I think it was one of your weekly updates or something.
After it was our first Dino's trip, so we went to Dino's and back, and we got back, it was trashed, and then
it's all part of it.
So we've gone to Dino's twice in it now, and this last one got it pretty good too.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I built it to drive it, and that's kind of.
I think it's why people like watching your stuff, dude. They like you and your builds.
Yeah.
You know, you're not one of those guys that buys it and then puts it in a trailer, parks it. You know.
Definitely not me. I don't know what's as far as the future. I don't know. I mean, we'll keep building hot rods and having fun with it. And, you know, I find myself to the point now where I'm turning down work that I don't want to do. Like I just, if I'm not passionate,
that's a
about
great
it,
place to be in, dude.
I just don't
That's
want to
pretty cool.
do something that, like, because I feel like if you're just doing work to survive in this business, it's going to take the passion away from you. So, I mean, I tell people more often than not, hey, I'm not the shop for this.
Yeah.
Like, I like where you're going with it, but I don't see myself being passionate about your car. So
that's a great place to be in, where you can.
You should probably take it to somebody who's going to be.
You can choose and
excited about it.
Yeah. Huh.
The cars in the shop now are great. We got some pretty cool cars going on. As they finish up, I think they won't be anything that nobody's never seen before. But
yeah,
there are a couple of them in the shop that'll never be driven, which is a sad thing. But maybe they'll surprise me and drive them.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, paint's your favorite element of a build, but like, what's another part of it that kind of
actually my favorite
really
part
intrigues
is design.
you? Yeah, I remember asking you about your green truck, and I said, "What's your favorite part?" You said, "My lines."
Yeah,
I like my lines.
I like figuring out the things that how to make them go together when they shouldn't be going together that way.
Yeah,
you know, that kind of thing. That's fun for me.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You know, because none of these cars, all the stuff we're doing to them is not out of a catalog.
Yeah.
You know, how to make everything
that's why it's fun, I guess. Is
You just get to see the color.
so
on
much build up. Yeah.
But it's like a firework, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's excited about 4th of July, 4th of July, 4th of July. Oh, you go,
And then boom.
You go boom, boom, boom. Spend $500 on fireworks and it's done in 30
Is that
seconds.
it?
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's what painting is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll wait
But
till
now you have to show everybody for
then you gotta wait
reactions
for
or
New
whatever.
Year's to shoot off more fireworks.
Yeah.
And then you wait for 4th of July to shoot off. I mean, that's about how it is painting for me. Every 6 months I get to paint a car.
I think what I like, I think what everyone likes about your builds, your personality. So many people always say that, oh yeah, I met Casey and he was like the most down to earth guy. Like you're just that like sign up for a show and you're like, what's up? Like that's it. There's no, you know what I mean? You're just you know? And I think that's what everyone likes about it, but I kind of like that reflects on your builds as well.
They either like it or don't like it.
Yeah, and you did it for the sake of fun, not for any other reason necessarily, you know, but you've got your, you know, lube shop, your car wash. I'm sure that helps things out, but that's cool that you're in this place where you can just
And
do
that
it for
helps
fun.
me be in that place.
Yeah,
right?
that's really good thinking, dude.
I don't have to.
And it sounds like property around there's gone up, so you got those spots in just at the right time. What's the truck there? What's the car and truck that got away?
Of mine?
Yeah.
I used to think my 49 was the one that got away, my yellow.
Yeah, you've mentioned
truck.
that.
But then after I built my 48, my 48's probably like a high point for me. That's killed a lot of the buzz too.
Really? Like you did it, so now what? Kind of
Well,
thing?
I don't know how I would top it. Like I enjoy that truck so much and driving it so much. Like I don't know what I would build that I would drive or enjoy more than that.
Yeah.
Like I don't even enjoy my green truck as much as I enjoy that 40. I mean, not even close.
Really? Well, you know, those cranks keep...
Yeah, you can't keep a motor together.
It's kind of hard to enjoy it, you know?
So that's probably top for me.
Yeah.
Is the 48. And it kind of killed off everything that I thought I'd missed too.
Really?
So I had my 2 Lightnings. I had a red one and a white one. The red one was coyote swapped with a supercharger and all that stuff on it. Sold it. Haven't thought twice about it since it left. Just about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I guess, I sold my other 95 Lightning. It was just a stock truck. Don't miss it. I sold I had a 53 one owner Bel Air hardtop.
Yeah.
It's been in the garage since 1968. Hands down the cleanest car I've ever owned in my life. I don't care.
I've never seen it, yeah.
It was awesome.
That's cool.
Awesome car. But I knew...
Well, build you another Bel Air and put a coyote in it. Or even better, a Godzilla.
Need it. If I can get my dad's truck built,
Yeah, that's...
I'd be happy with that. And then if I sell my service truck, I will probably buy the GT40 kit.
Okay.
And then that would probably be my end.
Gosh, have you been... Okay, I got into a Daytona. Have you been in one?
I sat in a real one.
Like, you're in there. There ain't no getting out, dude.
It's not a...
You
I'm
wreck.
not driving that to Tennessee.
It ain't comfortable.
No.
And if you wreck, like, you're in there, dude. That's
Yeah.
it. That's where you're gonna be. It's nice. It's a nice little coffin with some horsepower, you know.
I think that would be a really hang my hat on car.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah, that might get some, you know, some fire under you to build something else. Maybe, you know, you never know. Or it might check a box, and then you're like, well, I'm done.
No, I'd just be done. And the more I like my shoulders and my wrists and my elbows are just from sanding my whole life.
Oh, rough.
I can sand a couple days and then I pay for it for about a month.
Really?
It's bad. Yeah, my knees aren't that bad. My knees don't bother me that bad, but my shoulders, especially my left shoulder, it will hurt so bad I can't lift my arm. So, and I'm not having surgery, so I can keep doing body work.
No. Well, was it hard finding people to do the job the way you would do it? Was that a struggle?
It is.
I mean, you got some good guys there now. They've been around.
The guys are great.
Yeah.
They're there now.
But it's got to be hard to find someone that does it to your life, that puts as much effort into it as you would, you know?
Yeah. And just training. Like, those guys have been there a little over a year, and they are getting much, much better.
Yeah.
But I've been doing it my whole life, so I'm just so much faster, you know, and then I have to take into consideration, like, say charging customers time for that stuff, you know, and it's like, well, like I can't discount it just because they're not as fast as I am.
Yeah. Okay, so your shop truck, you called it, is for sale, or what'd you call that truck?
The service truck?
Service truck is for sale?
Yeah, I'd probably sell it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I don't have to, I don't want to, but I guess I should. You know, I mean, I just...
Fund something else?
Yeah. I'll take you to the house and show you. I got more crap than I do have space.
Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
Does it do a good burnout? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, I've never done a burnout any of that.
Maybe we should, and then...
I don't want to break it, I got enough
Yeah.
broken shit.
We break it, and then you can't sell it, and then you have to work on it. That's hilarious. Yeah, what else is at your house right now you got hanging around? So what'd you say, the 58? 59? Or I meant the 50? And then you got the 68 there?
I got my 48.
48, sorry.
48, it's in the house garage. And then the shop in the back, I've got Luke's truck, my service truck, my green truck, my grandpa's truck, Cadillac I got from my buddy. It's an 83
Oh, nice.
Coupe DeVille, or Coupe Fleetwood or whatever. Then I got
83, that's not the one that was on like Gone in 60 Seconds that had the Coke in the back, right? So that kind of caddy?
No. It's a big boy. It's two
Yeah.
doors. It's a big ass
Wow.
car. That in the back shop. There, my Super Duty, couple boats,
Oh, cool.
skid steer, drift car, 56 Fairlane.
Oh, snap. My dad has a 67. I love Fairlanes.
This is not much to look at.
Really?
The restoration project I started and then kind of started right when we were moving shops.
Yeah.
And then it got put on the back burner, and then I've got a love for those cars, 55, 56 Fairlanes. And I bought one I found on eBay a few years back. It was a good deal. The car had some really cool history behind it. It was a driver, and I was real hot and heavy on it for about a month. And then I need a truck all the time. And I just kind of...
I just went toward trucks.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted one of these cars. And, you know, my dad had one when I was growing up. He had a 56
Yeah.
Fairlane with a Thunderbird package. And it was a really cool car. And I wanted it. But, of course, when you're a kid, you want everything, right? It's just like
Yeah, I wanted a 69 Mustang, but my dad wouldn't give it to me. And they were cheap. It was like $2,000. I wish he did now. I mean, we're a lot more.
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah. So my dad sold that car, and I was like, oh, I really want one. And I had one when I was on the show that I drove back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a real deal hot rod in my book. It had no side windows whatsoever, no insulation on the floors, no carpet, no headliner, had a windshield. I reupholstered the front seat in white vinyl. Had a pretty high low 302 with a 5-speed manual trains in it. Had an 8-inch out of a Maverick. And
Which transmission? You're not like not the MR80 or what?
no,
or the M
5-speed. It was the
T5.
Yeah, just T5.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. That'll work.
And big ass white walls on it. I mean, it was a really cool. One of the episodes we rebuilt the car for the Mavericks.
Yeah.
And, you know, there had to be a story behind it. Like, I broke down, I got pissed, I sold it to Richard, but so I pulled over on the side of the road, acting like I sold it to him. But then they were playing the video, and if you watch the episode, the winch wasn't working on the trailer, so I fired it up and pulled it onto the trailer. So it's going on the trailer with the winch cable loose, and like it's supposed to be towed on there. I was like, how'd that get missed? You know, like,
That's
anyways. But I missed that car. I was like, man, I should have never sold that car.
Yeah, so that's the one that might have got away then, huh?
Yeah, and then I bought another one, drove it, and I was like, I'm more of a truck guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always moving trash from the house or going to pick up a part or dropping something off.
When did you realize you were a Ford guy? Like, when you know, not realize, but what is it about it that...
My dad was a Ford guy, so I think it just...
It seems to be always the connection.
Right into you.
Yeah.
Really.
You know?
I don't think it's...
I grew up around Fords, so therefore I love Fords. You know?
Right. I like them all. I mean, I don't own any.
I would have a Bel Air. Chevelles are nice, you know.
Chevelles are cool. Did
we already passed the boutique?
No, she just texted me. I was going to stop in and say hi to her.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, man, I was like,
What's up?
hey, can I go to this way, bud? Cool. Let's see here. What was the other thing? So this truck that we're in right now was your son's, like you said, but when I was walking up to it, there's some stuff done underneath here. What all have you done to this truck? And what year did you say it was again?
This is a 21. So it was Luke's, and he put like a Roush cold air intake on it.
Uh-huh.
When I gave it to him, when I bought the truck, I special ordered it for him. And, because me and him like regular cab, like single cab, short bed trucks. So
Yeah.
we were texting back and forth, and he's like, man, I'd love to have this. And I was like, this is my favorite color. So kind of got all the information out of him and ordered it in this blue.
I remember the video when you gave it to him. That was cool.
Yeah. Ordered it with all the work trucks, so I painted all the mirrors, the handles, the bumpers. I lowered it, and it had 22s on it. And then he hit something. He don't even know what happened, but it blew out 2 wheels, like broke wheels. And so I put the stock wheels back on it, and he drove it like that. Then he wanted this Mustang, so he got the Mustang, and then I got the truck back. The day I got this truck back, I ordered the Whipple for it.
Yeah.
And so I changed.
So can this do a burnout?
This'll do. This truck's fast.
Hey man, if you're open to a burnout, trying to really push that burnout here, but maybe I'll get it.
So that's really it. It's got a Whipple.
What'd you say is in the rear again?
It just got like
Caltrax or something, or what is that?
yeah, Caltrax.
Yeah. Nice. Do Caltrax help or hinder? I mean, they're supposed for traction. Do they help or hinder a burnout?
Give it enough throttle, it'll do it.
I guess anything. You got enough power.
Yeah, if you got enough power, you can make anything do burnout.
That's cool. So we're heading to we dropped some stuff off. We're heading to your wife's boutique. You're selling your truck. You might be selling your utility
I'd
truck.
sell it for the right money, I think.
So guys, if you're interested, hit them up. Where can they hit you up if they're interested in that truck?
I guess.
Because you're not really selling it, but you might take offers.
Take an offer on it.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about a price on it. I don't know what it'd be worth. I know what it appraised for, but I know it's not worth that either.
Yeah. All the man hours.
I had it appraised for insurance, and it appraised for $119,000.
So, I feel like anybody when they're building a truck or anything like that, it's about who's around them that supports them. And I really feel like wife is something that is a key element in a man enjoying their passion or their business or whatever. Has she always been on board, or is she the reason maybe why you went after some of your dreams? Or
I think she was definitely the contributing factor there, right? She's definitely...
She didn't inhibit it,
Yeah, she was very supportive, very, not pushy, but she'd help me get to where I wanted to be. And she definitely...
you thought of something and she was like, yeah, do it.
Do it, yeah. Even...
Because you made some pretty big decisions
Yeah.
in your career, dude.
We've made some crazy decisions in our career. Like I was kind of explaining to you earlier off camera, I'm always willing to try something. I'll try it. Okay, let's... for instance, the side-by-side thing. I'm having fun with it. Could it make some money? Sure. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's just throw something at the wall.
Yeah.
And it's growing fast, and it's fun, and I enjoy it. It's one of those things that it's a little different. Cars, I've built cars.
Yeah.
Numerous cars. And I couldn't even tell you how many I've built. So, not that it's not exciting and fun, but the side-by-side is the new fun thing for me because it's something I don't do. I don't, just, it doesn't feel so monotonous.
Yeah.
All these cars, they're not all the same, but it's the same idea, right? Build the best car you can for the money involved, and go as fast as you can, stop as fast as you can.
Gearhead is gearhead. It doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah.
It's about...
that side-by-side makes... It's 1,600 pounds, and it makes 360 or 260 horsepower.
Yeah.
It's fucking fast.
Yeah.
It'll run pretty quick. So, it's just a different kind of fun, right? I told my wife, I said, I enjoy it so much because it's something that I can build and drive the way I built it to be intended to be driven, right? So my 48, my green truck, full roll cage,
Yeah.
1,100, 1,200 horsepower, whatever it's. I mean, it does the old motor did 919 at the wheels. Fully caged, roadster shop chassis.
Wow.
I mean, it's harnesses. It's set to go to the track. Can't ever go to the track. It's like I drive down the road we're going right now in it, and 3 miles to work and 3 miles home. And the side-by-sides, I mean, go as fast as you want and jump. And, I mean, it's a different kind of excitement,
Yeah.
So.
Like you said off camera, too, or is that just plug and play? It's nice to...
it's almost... You don't have to think.
Side by side, yeah.
It's something, you're just having fun with it, and it's not setting door gaps to 3/16 perfect and making sure you've splined and gapped this thing.
Or
just
matching paint or whatever.
Yeah, make sure all the orange peels out. It's got to be perfectly blocked out with acrylic blocks.
Yeah.
Where this one's just like, throw it together in 30 minutes. That green one at the shop was in the booth this morning. It's almost all put together in like 30 minutes.
Oh.
So it's just different, man. And it's not that I don't like hot rods, and we're not going to stop building hot rods.
Yeah.
But, change of pace is nice every once in a while.
It is. So are you going to Grand Nationals?
We will not be going to Grand Nationals this year. Went last year. Went the last 3 years, I think it was.
Yeah.
We're going to take this year off. And just focus on some other things we want to do. We've got some other events we want to do this summer.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to limit my time out of the shop to venture out and do a couple other things and go from there.
That's cool, man. Yeah. You've also tried... Have you always gone to some of the other shows you've done this year? Seems like you tried a few different shows out.
Yeah. So last year or this, we just went to Good Guys, and I usually always set up at Good Guys.
Which Good Guys?
Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
Texas is the only really ones that I do. Good Guys has never really hit home for us. It doesn't really.
I've been to one. It's good. Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy being there, but like as far as getting customers, it's not really.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just never worked out. There's some guys that do that show religiously, and they follow it around the country.
Yeah.
I don't have that much time.
Yeah.
I seem to do better whenever I do private shows, like Grand Nats or something like that.
Well, I think it's more like a niche too.
Yeah.
It's that one truck body or era of vehicles or something like that.
Yeah, you go to a show like Good Guys, and there's so many different people out there looking at so many different things, and if you don't have the one thing in your booth that they like that draws them over there, it's hard to get people to come to you. Like if you go to an F100 show and you bring an F100, people are going to come talk to you because they're there for F100s.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just a little different.
Yeah.
For me, I just haven't really car shows. I mean, what it really boils down to is the TV show's got us more work than anything. Just because people who know know who we are, right?
Yeah.
And we've just been lucky enough that when we broke off and started doing this more full time after the show, that we kind of that followed us. We were able to hold on to that. So the workload we have is good, and the customers we have are good.
Nice.
Versus going and having out to hunt it, we're able to kind of pick through what we want.
Right.
So I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we'll end this since we're back at your shop. I do want kind of a rapid fire questions for you. What do you say about that? Ready?
Go for it.
Oh, I gotta get this freaking open here. This is an older one. They're different. Okay. Where's it at? All right. Okay, rapid fire. Coyote, Godzilla.
Coyote.
Independent, like IRS, or like what kind of IRS? What's your go-to on front suspension?
On front suspension?
Mm-hmm.
I like roadster shop chassis.
Okay, IRS, 4-link, 3-link.
As far as that goes, depends on the application.
Yeah. How about the way you'd build it?
I tend to build everything solid axle for me.
Yeah.
Always wanted to build an independent rear truck, but I haven't got there yet.
Okay. Are you a Cowboys fan?
No.
You're Texas. Come on, man.
I'm not even a sports fan, dude. To tell you the truth, I don't even know anything about sports.
Sometimes, like, it's either one or the other. You
Man,
know what I mean?
I couldn't tell you any current players. I couldn't tell you current teams. Like, I don't know. Like, I know some teams, obviously. I'm not that naive about it, but I'm not a sports guy. I don't play sports.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
I'll watch football, but I'm into the classics more than I am anything
I've been
else.
to a couple. I've never been to a football game.
Yeah.
Like a Cowboys game or anything like that.
Yeah.
Been to a couple hockey games growing up. And when we did my 55 for the Mavericks, we went to a few Mavericks games, and I really enjoyed being at a basketball game.
Yeah.
Because I like, it's just like,
you're more close up too. Yeah.
and you're just fucking like, what? Like, it's like hockey, right? But the hockey, I can't watch fast enough to keep up with the puck.
Right.
So I'm like,
you're just waiting for a fight.
yeah. Go, okay, cool, you got to go. I didn't even know where the puck was. Like, I'm looking down here, and they're over here. So I'm like, now I'm following them.
That's hilarious. Who, besides yourself, who would you have build a truck for you? Say Exhibit, dude.
Say Exhibit.
Do you remember Exhibit?
Oh, yeah. I grew up on that stuff. Man, if somebody was going to build me a truck.
Yeah. You wanted their finesse, pizzazz, their style.
I don't know.
Who's a builder you respect and like? Maybe have them.
A bunch of them. I like what Roadster Shop does with all their patina vehicles. I like their.
That was my next question. Yeah.
I like their factory pack builds that they're doing with the GM stuff. Where they got those trucks that are on they're all built out of parts that you can go get at the parts store. Those are really, really cool. Dutch Boys build amazing vehicles. I really like Dutch Boys. I know it's not F100, but if you haven't gone and seen their Grand National they built, it'll blow your mind.
Really?
That car makes me want to go out of business.
Really? All right, next. Automatic, manual?
Manual.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Like, I like having to get into this automatic, you don't think about it, but if I'm going to build a hot rod, manual.
Yeah.
I don't care. People that automatics are faster, don't care. Not as fun.
I like to be able to feel the vehicle, but it is nice, to just jump in and go. But it's just nice you feel the RPMs.
You're more in tune
the car
with
speaks
the
to you, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. All right.
You're part of the mechanics of
exactly.
of driving the car versus just getting in and and let it do its thing. Like,
yeah. All you do is just hold on tight, kind of thing. What is your favorite F100 or just Ford truck body style? Bump, dent, like ultimately.
Bump, slick, and then dent.
Yeah. Yeah. No fridge in there though, huh?
I like them, but I only like the 57.
Yeah,
I like them all.
Me too.
I like
Everyone
the 57.
Likes the 60 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I like the 57. So
we
ugly.
built a 60 that's really nice for a guy that I like. But the 57 was 1 year only with the hood and all. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
And 57s are cool.
Yours is your other truck's favorite. Everybody loves this one.
I love it. I mean, I do
Everybody
love the
loves
truck.
the bump side, dude. May I?
You can open it.
You know what I've never got to do is sit in it.
Sit in it.
Can I do that? Yeah. Snowden seat or?
No, PG.
PG. Wow. Yeah, I could drive 10 hours in this. What's the AC system? Company, whatever.
Yeah, Resto Mod.
Resto Mod? Wow, I haven't seen that one. Ooh, I love that sound. Hold on, just give me. Everybody listen up. Oh, yeah. It's the little things, dude. There she is. New crank.
It'll run. It starts.
Yeah.
It just sounds like shit.
So that's why you thought it was electrical, possibly, is it kind of just has a weird, slight, annoying vibrate.
On the way home, I tried to break it because I drove it home from the shop.
Yeah.
I tried to break it. I was pissed. And once you get it, 3,500, 4,000 RPM and up, It seems fine. It pulled hard. I mean, it drove fine.
It's got to
then,
be a balance issue then.
but down low, it does not like it.
I'm telling myself I'm going to get some of these for sure someday. He lives in Arkansas, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And I think it's like a couple hours from me or something.
Siloam Springs or something like that.
Something like that. Here's Larkey. Whose exhaust is that?
That's for this truck.
Okay. Heck yeah. I like how it's like that half stuck out of the shop or something like that, out of the shed. No engine. I am glad you built him an F100 that he wanted to. Are these, what company do you remember? Auto Metal Direct?
I don't know. I think I got them from Summit. I don't remember what brand they were, though.
I have some, and I was wondering if they're anything like as good as the originals.
These seem to be good.
Yeah.
We had billet hinges on there. We couldn't get the hood to align right.
Yeah.
And then they broke. Like they just sheared off.
This is the way to go.
Yeah, put these on there. The hood aligned great. Works even better, so.
I bought a new radiator core support and fenders and stuff, and I feel like the core support is wider.
Well, so we've had problems.
And
we won't use them.
I'm going to have to narrow it, I guess.
We had one that when we measured it side to side, that it was off. Like we couldn't get the front end to align and the hood to shut right.
Really?
And then we took measurements off a factory one. It was like a 1/4 inch off, like one side. Like where it went down,
Yeah.
it went down too far.
Really?
It was.
For mine, that might actually be it. But for mine, because actually now that you mention it, I feel like I have to lift the right side up. So interesting. I want to remember that. But so sometimes people think, or at least maybe it used to be that way, that some of the parts off of dents fit on bumps and vice versa. However, when I got a radiator core support, assuming that is the issue, just like bumpers, if you get a dent side bumper and put it on a slick side, it's really wide. Like I mean factory. Obviously, if you go get it, if you buy one that's chromed, who knows? But so I think that's kind of a similar thing with radiator core supports.
Very well could be.
It's like maybe they based it off of a dent, and then I put it on my bump, and it feels like everything's just. It feels like the fenders are kicking out like this.
Like it's just.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Weird.
And then I shut the hood, and the hood's like right here. You know, I'm just like
Weird.
And I mean, I still have it kind of loosened up, so maybe it's me, you know. And then there's the possible for sale.
Yeah, I can open the garage.
Cool. I like the tire choice and like the wheels, you know. You did a good job. Was this something that you did?
I had it done, yeah.
That's cool. Oh man. Yeah. What do you think about this compared to what you normally run?
The Godzilla? I wouldn't do it again.
Really? Is it because they don't have much aftermarket in regards to tuning, or maybe like
I don't think the support there is there for the tuning quite yet, maybe, or something.
Yeah.
Like Cody's worked on this a lot, and it drives really well, but my expectations are very high for it, and I'm disappointed with the performance out of the amount of money. So dollar for dollar, you can't. This is a truck motor for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, and it needs to stay a truck motor. All these people that are putting them in hot rods and saying they're fast. I mean, the only cool thing about this Godzilla to me is you can put a cam in it.
Yeah. Really? Yeah.
But you can put a cam in it, it chops. Like, you can't do that with a Coyote.
I definitely see why you attached that trailer to this and brought it all the way over out to Tennessee. You know?
It doesn't care. I mean, the power-wise, it pulls really hard.
That's cool. Is it comfortable? Because those look pretty stock seats.
They are original as far as I know.
Riding in my 64 is pretty rough going to Tennessee. Because it's kind of funny. It's like, because especially before 65 cabs are really small, and I'm not a big guy, but it's like I'm riding like this. And my feet are all up in this like weird,
Really?
like I'm crammed in there. Cool, man. Thanks for showing me this stuff.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's my dream. Have a shop someday, like at my house.
This one's 40 by 40. This one here, like this
Yeah.
area, which I think is good. I really wish it was maybe 50, like 40 by 50, personally,
Yeah.
because like it's all of it, right? So like if you had the back wall with toolboxes or whatever, or any other tools, and most people don't have as much crap as I have, I feel like either too. But like for me, if it was another 10 feet or even 5 feet would be
Yeah.
awesome, because then there would be some space, you know.
Yeah.
But
Totally random. Made me think of it. Are you ever gonna do another like what was it called? Red Morning.
we've talked about it, but it's just, I think I was dumber then. Like that video had we didn't block
There was
off
no
any
reason.
roads.
Oh, you meant.
Oh, dude, we got pulled over doing that video and talked our way out of tickets and stuff. But like now that I'm a little older, more mature, I'm like, is it really worth?
It's a good video, dude.
It is, and it's. I looked at it
And
the other
it's-
day, and I haven't looked at it for. It had like 7 million views on it
Yeah.
now, or whatever. And I'm like, it's just funny. I mean, I would like to, but ultimately, and then I'd probably want to do it better than that one, obviously. So production level would go up, and it'd cost me so much money to try to redo it. We did that one for fun. We didn't know what to
You got a
expect
guy
out
that
of
comes
it.
out and does YouTube stuff for you, so
I think it'd take a production team. On that video, there was between 2 and 3 camera guys the whole time we did
Really?
it. Yeah, and in a drone catching stuff. So
I
I mean,
thought about mimicking that, just having fun with it. Sometime
You should.
in the video,
I like
But
to
it
see.
is an endeavor.
It'd be fun to see a bunch of parodies of it.
That'd be cool. Kind of a Red Morning joke. I think I liked just everything about it. Like it was a pointless video, which is number one.
Extremely pointless.
Why it's wonderful. But it's like, you're pouring the bowl of cereal. Wife
Unnecessary,
talks you
yeah.
out of it, sends you on a thing. You're like, opportunity to drive my truck.
Yeah, huh.
You go crazy with it, And then I like the whole coming out with the bag and pulling out the tampons.
Came months and run out. Yeah.
I mean, it was just awesome. Like, was that just come up in your head and you just
Yeah.
did it? It wasn't like anything that somebody approached you with?
we were just having fun.
That's cool.
It's all kind of tied together. Yesterday,
You had so
like
much
it comes
rain.
across, so the floodway kind of comes down. They've got it cut out, but it'll
Yeah.
flood over my driveway. So it was
Right
like
there, like kind of where
where that cutout is. It was like 25 feet over my driveway, about 6 inches deep, and it fills this up. That's why it looks like
no.
crap right now. He knows all strangers. For all these people that rent the RV park and everything, I'll look over there and they're out there feeding them carrots and stuff.
Oh, snap. There's like tents over there, tent houses. That's cool.
This is Lenny. That's Jenny.
Lenny and Jenny.
What you doing, bud?
Why'd you get these?
Donkeys?
Yeah,
Because they're cool.
they are cool. What's cool about them?
Mainly, we got them because they protect the cattle. Whatever, because we got.
Oh, yeah, calves and stuff, yeah.
Because we have coyotes out here.
They also eat everything. So they eat the nasty or the nasty stuff that, horses and cows won't eat.
What do you think, bud? We good?
Probably wants a treat.
He thinks I'm feeding. Yeah. We did next door.
Yeah.
I love the donkeys too, so they're always out there feeding them.
Put it on your hat if you want.
There you go. So I built this as an overflow shop. So this one's not, I mean, it's nice, but it's not as nice as the other one. So that's all our side-by-side paddles. This is my favorite.
Sand dune. Yeah.
Yeah, that's our dunes. So that's my baby right there.
Fun.
So hot rods are
An
fun.
oldie one too. I like that.
99.
Yeah.
99 Nautique. It's got all the fancy lights in it and stereo, and we'll probably take it out next weekend, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
It's got I got all the bags, all the ballast and everything to fill up the back so we can sink it and surf off the back of it and everything. I miss my boat.
Yeah.
I bought it last year, and we went out at least once a week, and then it like tore me up to have to park it. But it's all winterized, but I come out here and fire it up every once in a while. It's good to go.
What you got in there? It's obviously an inboard.
351 Windsor.
Yeah. Figured it'd be something like Chevy something. They always,
Heck no.
or
So this one's got a HO 351 or whatever in it.
Is this where the engine is?
Yeah.
That's cool. This thing's awesome, man.
It's clean. I got it from a guy that
How
took.
much horsepower?
I think they're like 260. It's
260?
not a crazy out, but I mean it's on the prop, right? So I mean it gets out of the hole real good.
Heck yeah.
And that's fast, full kicker stereo system in it. I love it, man. I mean I absolutely love it. And this one it's for sale. Guy's supposed to be coming and getting it, but it's a 84.
Mastercraft.
Yeah, 84 Mastercraft Sergeant Stripes. This is a really cool boat. As far as like this is meant for slalom skiing. That's what this boat was essentially built for.
Is that why that sucker's wearing?
Yeah, that's a ski pole. And then it's got like in the inside of it tells you like on the side it tells you like how fast to go for how fast of a slalom is and everything. Yeah, but this boat's really fun. So this boat's set for a few years. This guy had it for like since '85 or whatever the guy I got it from.
Yeah.
And his
Kind of mint.
he didn't have kids. His wife pulled him in it, and he skied. And then they got to the point where they couldn't go to the lake anymore, and it sat for 2 years. Then he let it go.
Wow.
But I had it, got it running again, and I'm just gonna sell it. That's the '56 Fairlane. This is Luke's.
Fairlane, okay.
Yeah, this is Luke's boat. If anybody wants a boat, he bought this one last year. This thing is cherry, dude.
Wow.
Can't remember what year this one is though. 95. It's the same year as my Lightnings were.
Yeah.
This is a awesome boat. He got it. Oh, this is fun. And then now he wants to sell it to do something else with it, with the money.
You never know what you want when you're a kid. I wish. Yeah.
Dude, if I was 18, single, with a boat, that'd be the last thing I would sell.
It's true, isn't it? What's this? Oh, wow.
So Luke and I started building this as a drift car. So it's like gutted. We cut the inside of the doors out. Doors are all cut. The back trunk's cut out.
Light her up.
Dude, it doesn't weigh anything. I got all the Silky Performance. So I built a 6.0. It's like 13-to-1 compression, 6 liter,
Really?
6-speed going in it. I got motor, transmission, headers, everything to build the car. And it just kind of went to the wayside. I started building it with Luke, and I said, I'll build it as long as you build it. And I kind of noticed that I was doing all the tear down and cut down everything. So I kind of stopped, and then it kind of fizzled out. So I brought it home, and I said, whenever you can show me you're as interested as I am in it, we'll start back on it. And he wants to work on it, but I'm like, I want to work on when you want to work on it. I don't want to.
LS in it? What was the plan?
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty. And that car is, I mean, it's an awesome car. I got all the sheet metal to fix it. I've got all the parts. I got all the suspension for it. Mm-hmm. It's been blasted and epoxied. It's been PDR. I mean, it's a nice car. It ain't worth nothing right now to anybody but me, but it's a one-day project. I mean, I don't have to get rid of it.
Get to it one day.
Yeah. And then you can't have 20 acres or 20, whatever, 23, 25 acres or whatever I think we have without having a skid steer because you got to build jumps.
And the bikes, by the way. Yeah.
And these are all Luke's and his buddies.
Really?
They're like super into these things.
And then you got more of these.
So this one's Luke's, and this is my buddy Todd's. So this one it's just ready to go to the dunes or wherever. It's just over here because I didn't have room at the shop.
It needs to get dirty, I think. It's a little clean.
Nah, we don't do no mudding. Sand keeps them clean.
Oh, okay.
I hate mudding.
What's up with this?
So that came out of a GM plant.
Yeah.
And we redid it. It's got the 9-inch in it is gold candy painted and everything.
What? It does.
They come with a 4.9 inch. That's how it came. It came with a 4.9 inch. We put a Ride-Tech coilover on it.
Wow.
And then we added all these batteries. I mean, this thing's awesome. It's falling off of this thing.
Tools.
Oh, the wrenches.
That's cool, man.
It's killer. We used to take it to shows with us.
Do you get a deal for KC lights?
No. I wish we did.
All right. That would work out.
Yeah.
Convenient.
And then old Reliable here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's a 14.
So did you stop driving this when you started driving your son's truck? Is that kind of what it is?
No, I drive it. I just keep it in here so it stays clean.
Put that over there, man.
That's the jam box, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's got 2 12s, the 6.5 and 4 6.5s. So I take this to a show. I can Bluetooth my phone to it, and it's loud, dude.
Yeah,
I sit there and jam out.
That's awesome, dude.
So that's shop. I call it number 2.
Here, huh?
Nope. Not this year.
Not this year. Trailer, you're not going to Tennessee this year. Well, hey, man, I appreciate your time. Thank you for taking me on one of your little errands you do here working in the shop, and that was fun. And thanks for taking me to your house where we looked at some of the trucks that everybody knows. Everybody knows to check you out on YouTube, on Instagram, and we're excited to see what comes out of your shop next, dude. Appreciate you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Later. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget, head to our YouTube and check out the video that goes along with this audio. Appreciate you guys. See ya.